How do you deal with a breakup? If you initiated the breakup, remember that you did it for a good reason. If you did not initiate the breakup, well, that's a lot harder. I know it's easy to fall down that slippery slope of thoughts like we were meant to be together, he was perfect, if they knew how much I care about them, we could make this work if he would give me another chance. These thoughts are natural, but they're not necessarily true. Odds are good the other person had a good reason to break up with you even if they didn't tell you what it is. Or, if they did and you think it wasn't a good reason, well, it must have been to them. You may never know or understand the reason. For me, this was the hardest part. You have to accept that answers may never come. No amount of Googling how to get my ex back will help you move on. When they get a new so-and-they will, no amount of Facebook stalking, jealousy, or judgmental condescension is going to break them up. The real fact is, even if you've lost the ability to imagine a future without someone in it who is no longer part of your life, you eventually have to come to the realization that the future comes regardless and we need to adjust course accordingly. Some people recommend jumping right back into the dating pool or getting laid as a way of forgetting or moving on, but I've never found rebounding to be particularly helpful or rewarding. I find it's better to resign yourself to singleness, allow yourself to feel the pain and the loss of the breakup, and let your feelings take their course. And maybe someday, you realize someone else is making you feel the way that your ex once did or completely different, but in a good way. And it's okay to be happy with someone else, even though moving on can sometimes feel like betraying or cheating on the person who broke up with you. You have to realize that you're used to directing affection and devotion to that one person, but you don't owe it to them anymore. They gave you permission to love someone else when they left. Even so, it's also okay to miss your ex. It's okay to remember their quirks, their endearing imperfections, and to allow yourself to wonder what life would be like if you'd stayed together. But after a while, you stop hoping that life will be that way someday, and instead it becomes purely hypothetical. I guess what I'm saying is there's no cure but time, and it's often slow and incomplete. You don't wake up one morning and realize you're over your ex. But as impossible as it may seem right now, you can start moving on a little more each day. And who knows? Maybe one day, you'll look back on that relationship and realize that you are over it, and you're a stronger person because of it, and you may even be glad it happened. Doctor, you just do. You should see your breakup as an addiction, and your suffering as an abstinence crisis. And I have a tip that is golden: while you're recovering, improve yourself as a person. Start exercising, or exercise more if you already do that. Try to learn something cool, something that when you look yourself in the mirror, you will see awesomeness reflected. Give yourself a little time to mourn the loss of this relationship, but after that, bury it and think, yeah, I feel sorry for my ex, he lost the opportunity of a lifetime. By working in improving yourself physically or emotionally, you will feel better, more confident, which in return will attract more people to you, maybe the next lucky one. Hope that helps. Time will heal all wounds, as cliché as it sounds. Focus on you, get in the gym, travel, find something to keep you focused away from them. And spend time with people who love you and care about you. You can make it up, I believe. It's really tough. I try and take a day to feel sorry for myself, eat junk, not care etc. Then I try and pick myself up and move on. Distraction seems to work really well. It's going to be tough, but time is the best healer. Distraction is good. That goes for hanging out with friends or getting out and doing something, even if staying on the couch and pigging out sound better. Remember this. There is better out there. And I'm not talking about someone who's better in terms of being better looking, smarter, more talented, and kinder, though statistically many of those probably exist too. I'm talking about someone better for you. Someone who understands you more, someone who cares for you more, someone who will laugh harder at your jokes than your ex ever did. Someone whom you will make happier than you ever made your ex, and someone who will make you happier too, just because you two are a better fit for each other, a better team to tackle the crazy wildcards and enjoy the incredible adventures of life together. Yes, you won't ever find someone exactly like your ex again, but please trust me, in time, you'll find someone better for you. Right now though, you probably should take a bit of time to be single. Better partners exist out there for you, but now probably isn't the best time to be actively seeking them. It's a new chapter in your life and it has tons of potential to be a great one. Now's a good time to learn something new that you've always been curious about. Or create an awesome project that makes you proud. Or break a bad habit. Or find out how to better be a source of joy for the people around you. Maybe do all of the above and more. This is adapted from comment I posted in another thread previously, but I'm posting it again because I believe in it even more adamantly now. Rebounding with someone new right away is not the answer. It's tempting and fun. It completely takes your mind off the breakup because it's exciting and new. However, this is just putting a band-aid on an open wound. You need some time to let the wound heal because you might wake up one morning in the arms of your new partner and realize you still miss your ex and you weren't ready to commit to someone new. Or you start projecting your old relationship issues on this person. You end up hurting yourself again and an innocent party who just wanted to be with you. It really depends on the nature of the breakup. I have dealt with all kinds ranging from mild to completely devastating. There are ones that barely registered and ones that landed me in therapy. I think the one important thing to remember is that there isn't one easy answer to the problem. The best advice that I can give you is to be absolutely honest with yourself from the get-go. If you're upset, then you need time to purge your feelings and wallow a little bit. I think we are too wedded to the idea that we need to be strong all the time and that any indulgence of feeling is an unforgivable weakness. If you are upset, let yourself be upset. Don't beat yourself up. However, don't stay there forever. Purge your grief and then try to do things for you that make you happy. Spend time with your friends or with your favorite hobby or activity. If you feel like you need to talk to someone, then go do it. If you feel like you need time off from dating, then give yourself the time. If you think it's time to get back in the saddle, then go for it. I was single for 2 years after one breakup and for only 2 weeks after another one. It all depends on how you feel. That being said, do not lie to yourself about how you feel. If you do that, then you are basically negating any positive effects that the aforementioned actions could give you. Stay honest with yourself and really pay attention to how you feel, and you will know what the right thing to do is. No one can tell you what will work and what won't. Only you can. Basically, just keep yourself occupied. Sign up for internships/jobs you normally wouldn't have because of time/commitment. Normally the worst part about a breakup is all the free and empty time, so I learned a lot about my hobbies during my breakups. What I liked and didn't like. Art therapy is a great thing. Easy and simple and can just be hand painting alone in your room. Let yourself cry if you want to. It's not weak, it's being human. Since the moment you were born, crying hasn't been a sign of weakness, but a sign you were alive. Punch a wall if you have to. Get mad, feel. Do not bottle things up. Work every day to accept you two are done and over with. Whether or not you two will get back together in the future is not the bridge you are crossing right now. One at a time. Everything is temporary. Your relationship, and this pain, so on and so forth. Accepting this makes things seem less personal and just kind of reminds you that events are just flowing like water, and good comes and good goes. Smile. In my experience, the only way to get over a loved one is to eventually date someone new. There was a 4-year period in my life where I just couldn't get over this girl. Thought about her constantly for 4 straight years until I dated someone else. Haven't really thought about her much since. I'm not sure, still there. I've gone up and down for several months now, but I think I finally cleared my head. I'm trying to be her friend now. I'm not gonna deny that I still care about her. I'm not gonna cut every contact I have with her, and I'm not gonna pretend she is a bad person and crying for her isn't worth it. I believe doing any of those things is just running away and ignoring the problem. Instead, I'm just taking it one step at a time. Limiting contact with her. Accepting that she's with someone else, yet that I love her and there's really nothing I can do about it. Life moves on, and I eventually will stop caring. Granted, may not be the most efficient method, but she was an important person in my life, and she didn't do nothing wrong. I think anything else would be unfair and just coward. I'm still wearing a ring she gave me a long time ago, when we started dating. I guess I shouldn't, but I still care about her and I have to face the fact that she's not with me anymore. I'll take it off when I genuinely stop feeling things for her. I guess I'm not really getting over her, as much as simply accepting that I don't have her. Which is okay, cause I still love her. Subscription is optional, but appreciated.